Hello, everyone, or should I say, hola a todos, and welcome to the talent show where we spotlight the incredible people who power t.tec. Today's episode is extra special as we're celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month, and we're bringing a special spotlight for t.tec Familia, our employee resource group dedicated to Latinos and Hispanics and allies all around the world here at t.tec. So, bienvenidos, and we're ready to get excited about today's very special episode. And particularly excited about our guest, Kelly. She is a very inspiring leader and active member of t.tec Familia. She's here to share her journey and talk about what this month means for her and for all of us at t.tec. And I am also a part of the core team like Kelly is. So I'm particularly excited to be able to host her today as she's really been the pulse of this ERG this year. So before we dive in true talent show fashion, let us know in the chat, where are you joining us from today? We love seeing the global t.tec community connecting here. So we'd love, to drop in the chat. We want to know. So let's get started and have Kelly join us.
Hello.
Hello, Kelly. Are you so ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do the thing. Well, like I just shared, I am so excited that you are our featured guest today because I have seen you just really lead in our t.tec Familia ERG and being such a voice of energy and all smiles and just motivating us day in and day out. So I don't want to spoil it for everybody, but Kelly's really a gem here at t.tec, and you're in for a treat.
Thank you.
Yeah, so let's dive right in, and let's take a step back a little bit so people can get to know you. Can you tell us about your career journey here at t.tec?
So, my career journey here at TTEC, I've been hanging tough for about 11, 12 years. So, it's been fun. We were recently acquired by TTEC. So, I've been learning so much about this amazing company and the benefits and just getting to know the community and culture. So, whether it's just policies or just new things that they have and they offer for colleagues, it's been truly amazing. I've done anything from training to training outside of the US, working
Wow.
remotely, which has been awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
So it's just been hasn't been really anything short from amazing. So
Yay. Well, we love to hear that. And, and segueing a little bit into what brings us to the conversation today, Hispanic Heritage Month. It's here. It's something that we look forward to each year. What does it mean to you personally, and how do you celebrate it?
Hispanic Heritage Month for me, it's just so rich in culture, right?
Yeah.
We have so many, achievements. There's been, oppression, all sorts of stuff that makes our history, right? And to me, altogether, it just screams out, look at me, right? We're always so vibrant as a community. So I
Yeah.
feel like it's our duty to have open arms, not just our Latino and our Hispanic community, but as allies, everybody, have open arms and accept everybody and explore and celebrate just the history that we have.
Yeah, I love it. And I feel like we get a little bit warmer and cozy during Hispanic Heritage Month. Like, we like to spill a little bit of holas and adios, just a little bit extra of that with our fellow colleagues that share the language. So would you say that's true to you too? Do you try to practice a little Spanish here and there?
Wepa!
There you go.
I'm throwing the maracas everywhere,
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Yeah, no, I love because you're totally right. Like it brings us a little bit closer, a little bit warmer. So okay, cool. For those that might be new, and they're not super familiar with t.tec Familia, can you share a little bit about that and why it was important for you in particular to get involved?
TTEC Familia is basically, a group of fellow Hispanic Latinos all together. We share so much in common, right? But not only that, but we have our allies too, right? So
Mhm.
we're all coming together, embracing each other, embracing the the history, celebrating our cultura, right?
Mhm.
So, I mean, I was super stoked to hear about the ERG. I was like, man, are they speaking to me? Am I part of the culture? Yes, please. So, just to be able to be, a part of something bigger than myself and being with other people who are like me, which is really, really awesome. So, I took it as like a huge opportunity because no matter where I've ever worked, we've never had this type of opportunity where we can be involved and, be with a company that really engages and promotes culture, right?
Yeah.
So it's really nice to feel like, belonging and, I think it's super important because, you want to be a part of something bigger than yourself. I feel everybody does. So
I love that. And you totally have shown up and shown out to for the group. For those of you that are at T-Tech and you're not part of T-Tech Familia yet, if you're wondering what to expect, you can expect Kelly with a beautiful message almost every other day or every single day saying, "Hey, it's Monday. We're almost there." She brings on the energy, gets us through the week, or really informs us too, right? About, some little tidbits. I think recently you shared something. I don't know if it was about the colors of a flag or something related, but every single time you not only take the time out of your day to connect us, but also to educate us and keep us motivated. Why is that important to take that step? Break outside of your everyday. So I'm putting you a little bit of the spot, but why is that so important to you? Because it has made a big difference this year.
Um, of it being important to me, I feel like it's more of a passion, right?
Yeah.
I have a passion about my history, about my ancestry. And,
Mhm.
growing up, I didn't have that full connection. So I know that, I've met adults and stuff that are in our communities, they're like, I don't know. I don't know about these things. I don't
Yeah.
speak Spanish. I don't know what this is. I was never in
Yeah.
those groups. So, and I feel like, being open, right? Being open with our allies and, everybody else in our community and sharing pieces of history or sharing random facts, I feel like it brings us together and it helps us better understand why things are the way they are and helps promote us to make those positive changes, whether in the workplace, whether outside of work, right? So, and I feel like that's what we truly are about is
Yeah. I
passion
love it.
for community and others.
I love it, and you definitely embody that. So I love that. That's what keeps you, coming back to those our team's channel to keep us lively and all the good stuff. And I love how you brought up to the allyship of that you don't have to speak Spanish. It is so right. Like it's such a safe space for anybody. We have brasileros from like our Brazilian office. We have people from Philippines that love joining the some of the events that we have. So it's really a togetherness community of anybody that just want to be part of enjoying the rich culture that we have in common. So.
Totally.
Yeah. So, I want to know. I don't know if you have a specific example, but how has being part of the CRG impacted your experience at TTEC and helped you grow your own personal network?
I feel it's impacted me in a positive way. I've been able to meet so many members within
Yeah.
TTEC
Yeah.
that have had different titles, and are part of our community and allies, right? But it's really nice, I think, coming from, my point of view of being Hispanic Latino and being able to be like, "Oh, wow, look, they hold this job title. That is awesome. I
Mhm.
can see myself doing that," right? We
Okay.
all wanna we all want that self that like the belonging feeling. So
Yeah.
it's really, really nice to see that. As far as networking goes, it's been nice. It's been so nice. I've been rocking it out on LinkedIn and
Yeah.
connecting with different people, which is really, really cool. Um,
Yeah.
networking is awesome. It brings so much more, community and understanding and just all that good stuff that it all entails, right?
I love that. I couldn't agree more with you because my world, my TTEC world would be so much bleak if I had not met you, Kelly. So you are part of what made my network too. It's amazing. So I love to hear that. And on to, what's happening today. Can you share a little bit of what are some events or initiatives TTEC employees can look forward to this month to celebrate Hispanic heritage?
So for this month, our lovely group, we've come about with a lot of different little things. So some of our team, they are going to be having some fiestas, right? Everybody likes a fiesta.
Mhm.
Having some on-site fiestas full of
Yeah.
engagement. I'm pretty sure that I heard there's going to be some cool swag going on for the on-site fiesta stuff. So I don't know about you, but sign me up for the cool swag. I miss that stuff. I miss being on site.
I love it. I love it.
We're also going to have a cahoots game,
Yeah.
which is going to be really cool because, obviously in the industry that we are in, not everybody's able to join these virtual events or join the events on site. So we
Mhm.
don't want to have anybody that's not included, right? We're all about community. So we're going to have on-site, virtual games for the cahoots so they can join anytime during the week and, do it on their time and not
Mhm.
have to impact what they're doing, job
Yeah.
title wise and whatnot. So that's going to be cool. We're also going to have what we call our cafecito special. So that is awesome. I think the cafecito special is like one of my favorite things.
Yeah. Yep.
It takes us back to, like being at abuela's house, right?
Yeah,
Grandma's,
yeah.
where you feel safe. It's a safe place.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
sit down, you get your water, your cafecito, your tea, right?
Yeah,
Maybe some
I love it.
wine.
I love it.
And just, talk,
Yeah,
right? Talk and
yeah,
engage. And even if you're not talking and engaging, sitting back and sipping on something warm or, just hanging out,
yeah.
and really sharing the rich conversation and all the stuff that,
Mhm.
people talk about. So
Yeah.
it's really nice. We'll also be having a heartbeat channel. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be taking big part in this.
Yes, yes.
So the Heartbeat channel is going to be awesome. We're going to be having all sorts of engagement topics throughout the day, which is going to be cool. Anything from like recipes to weather is usually what we're posting in there, right? We're keeping everybody engaged. We're always welcoming new members, by the way, so join. Um, and then finally, we're going to have our Fiesta finale. Fiesta finale is going to be great because we're going to be able to recognize everybody who's been joining in and participating. So there is no reason for anyone not to
Mhm.
participate. We're making sure we got everybody covered, right?
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that everyone's, joining in the Fiesta finale. Like I said, recognizing all the colleagues who are going to be joining in. Also going to go ahead and do, a special shout out.
I think, Kelly froze for a second, but I think what she was gonna say is, like, we're gonna do special shout outs for everybody that participates on that channel, so we are so excited to keep the heartbeat going, right, Kelly?
Yes.
I love it. Awesome, and if I'm an employee listening, and I wanna join, where should they go? How do they express interest?
You can always go ahead and go to Mosaic. In Mosaic, we have our ERG for our t.tec Familia.
Mhm.
We also have other ways to get there too. You can always message me, myself.
Yeah.
Um, we also have Helen here too. We're always welcome, to let you know, any links and stuff. But I would definitely check out Mosaic. That's going to be your ultimate go to for everything.
Everything. No, couldn't agree more. If you're a T-Decker, you should know by now. So guess just head on there. um, and for everyone watching, we'd love to hear from you. What does Hispanic Heritage Month mean to you? Um, Drop your thoughts in the comments. I think it's important, part of it to share our expression of how do we celebrate, right? How do we celebrate our homes? What does that look like? Is it sipping cafecito next to your grandma, like your abuela, like Kelly just said, or in another small way? Is it just joining one of our ERG events to show out and show the support? So let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear. Before we let you go, Kelly, because it's such a short time, but again, you all can tell how spoiled we are with the great energy. But what advice would you give to other Hispanic and Latino professionals who are looking to advance their careers, whether here at TTEC or just in general?
I would say get involved.
Yeah.
Get involved. Kind of like what I mentioned earlier, about our culture and achievements, impressions, all this stuff. Look at me, look at me. We want to be seen, right? Get
Yeah.
out there and be seen, be heard,
Um,
make some noise.
yeah.
And then also, one thing that I usually tell people too, on their, career path, sometimes things go left, sometimes things go right. Make like a tree, you know, trees got deep roots, Connect with yourself, have those deep roots. Sometimes branches fall, that's okay. It was only for a season. Keep growing, continue to grow, and don't stop.
I love it. I love it. I mean, couldn't have said any better myself, Kelly. Kelly, you are a joy, and we're so grateful to have you at TTEC. And in particular, we're grateful to have you as part of TTEC Familia, representing, bringing the energy, making our culture proud, and encouraging others to also participate and be loud together, right? Like,
Yes.
yeah, let's make some noise. I love that. uh, so, thank you so much for sharing your story and helping us celebrate this month, Hispanic Heritage. And it's always inspiring to hear from your perspective.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. And I hope to see some more new members show up too. So get out there and join.
There you go. You heard it from Kelly. Thanks again. And now, before we close out today's live in true fashion, we couldn't leave without highlighting a couple of exciting opportunities. And of course, we're going to feature today some Spanish speaking opportunities. So, if that's a language that you speak, if you're confident about or learning or growing in a role, we have this wonderful job, Spanish bilingual here, a licensed healthcare insurance agent. It is remote in the US. And I'm sorry, my screen is a little small, so my glasses are faulting me at the moment. But it is a remote job, which means if you're in the US, you have the language, you have a friend, let them know, apply. We want you to be part of this culture. Again, add help us make noise, positive noise for our clients, and to really service with empathy and compassion in a role like this bilingual licensed healthcare insurance agent. So we're excited to meet you. So head on to tjobs.com and submit that application. I believe in you. I'm watching you. And then the second job is as a marketing analyst. And I am particularly excited about this job because it is actually as part of our talent attraction team, which is, spoiler, my team. So, you'll have the opportunity to work with awesome other professionals. Like Kelly, as we do different marketing efforts, but through the lens of analytics and data. So, if you're in the Philippines and you're looking for a night shift remote opportunity, smash that apply button. We want to hear from you. We're excited. And if you know of somebody that you know that perhaps they're not in the right culture, as vibrant and exciting, that has amazing people just like Kelly, then tell them, hey, maybe this is your time to look elsewhere. And TTEC might just be the home that you may be looking for. So, there you go. You have two roles. And for more roles, always check out ttecjobs.com. So we look forward to meeting you or your friend here at TTEC. Now, let's recap because we've covered a lot. Today, we celebrated Hispanic Heritage Month. We learned about the incredible impact of TTEC Familia ERG and heard Kelly's stories and her unique perspective about our community, growth, and belonging. So, thanks again to Kelly for joining us. And thank you all for tuning in today. I know this is a small break in your day, and hopefully, you feel more recharged, get some stretches in to get ready to your busy day ahead. But don't forget to follow this page so you never miss an update about our people, our culture, and opportunities around the world. See you next time.